When you sear and roast a rack of lamb in an herb breadcrumb crust, you get lots of crunchy aromatic flavor. When you serve lamb with mint, you get lots of traditional aromatic flavor. So here's what I'm thinking. Once you understand the basics of crusting, you'll know where you can twist. What if you cut the rack into chops first and then crusted each chop individually, maybe even with a little bit of mint in the mix somehow? And what if there was another way to add mint to lamb, even directly inside the meat? What if you made mint lamb pops? I love how you can cut a rack of lamb into individual chops that come with their own little handles. These are perfect for parties. Of course, you don't just crust the top edge now. Now it's all about crusting the entire thing. These are frozen edamame beans, soybeans, and these are the key to how this crust works. 2 cups. By adding moisture, they actually protect the mint's delicate flavor, so you can actually add mint to the crust. This time, the edamame beans and the breadcrumbs form a paste of sorts, a thick paste that easily absorbs the flavors of the mint. 1 cup. And olive oil helps tie the flavors together, helps the paste form. A couple tablespoons or so. You'll know the paste works when you can grab it with your hands, squeeze it, and it holds its shape. That's what you're looking for. Then just season the meat and form the crust around each piece. At 375, it takes about 15 minutes or so for the heat to penetrate the crust and cook the inside. But the mint is still on the outside. So how do you get the mint on the inside of the meat? You can add mint to lamb by simply mixing it with ground lamb. Think mini mint lamb meatballs. It's important to mince the garlic as finely as you can here so it spreads around evenly within the meatballs. And of course, you can use as much or as little as you care to. Ground lamb is much leaner than other ground meat, so it dries out very, very quickly. It's a good idea to add some moisture to it. And the best way to do that? Mint jelly. A couple of spoonfuls. These are going to taste great, but if you like, you can add even more flavor, a little more texture as well, by rolling them in chopped almonds first. These are really cool, but unlike the lamb chops, these are missing a handle. Fortunately, that's pretty easy to fix. And then bake them at 350, 375 for 15 minutes or so. The oven's filling up nicely with lamb and mint, but these lamb pops, now they're gonna need a little dip when they come out. The whole point of a dip is to add lots of contrasting flavor to the presentation, and since lamb is found all over the world, feel free to look to your global pantry for inspiration. I mean, I'm making a classic Indian Raita with grated cucumber and yogurt, just a cup or so of each. And lemon, the juice and the zest, of course. And for extra flavor, a little bit of curry, 2 tablespoons. But feel free to make your favorite dip too, because lamb goes with everything. A rack of lamb can be fairly pricey, and normally it only serves 2 people, 4 bones each. But add a thick, flavorful crust like this, and now you can serve 4 people, 2 bones each. And if you're not feeling that extravagant, but you still miss that handle, well, ground lamb is a lot less expensive. And it's just as tasty when you cram it full of mint. And just as juicy when you add some mint jelly. Because mint and lamb have always gone together, and they always will.